very happy. I'm very happy, Padre, at this stage of the competition. Yenya, a Milanese club or an Italian club, room inside the final of the UEFA Champions League, and it happens to be Inter Milan for the first time in 13 years. Was answer going to the final of the UEFA Champions League. I bet Wabrepa, and what boy in a lega? Obi at the leg now, Bodo. Now what's no dominate left, right, center, week in, week out, day in, day out. And it happens to be Juventus, that is club now. Eventually, in AC Milan, I also feel Milan. Now, what break that change from the club, Juventus. Now at the meantime, so what about so even for the domestic league, we've had the Milanese clubs away so instance. So for both of them to get to the final of the semi-final of the UCL, now it wasn't something under some of us, surprised. And of course, the domestic league now, AC Inter now the Napoli sounds wababe. So the competition and the kind of expectation and all what the other clubs will live up to it. Now what distract the progress of Juventus? Gradually they are getting there. When I find the results are another scoreline and Inter what them against club that is AC Milan. Personally during the whole zone session, make it that may expect any comeback bia. But according to the statistics, a year game no remember. AC Milan really had a plan, but Inter Milan had already done the job in the first leg because the starting about 44% of the ball possession. No look at that Inter Milan. AC Milan no lose one about 56%. Pass accuracy now Inter Milan 80, no AC Milan were 83, but they had Inter Milan had 15 shots. AC Milan only had a better part of pass accuracy and also the ball possession. Only 5 shots for no boy, 1 or on target. Inter 15 shots and 4 no on target, only 1 goal. So per the statistics in Bonebone baby, also in favor of AC Milan. That is the better part of it. But the only power of with the shots and even on target, it was Inter Milan in the game. What no yet. Mbebe read the Italian coach and now what it wanted to handle, and it went into the atmosphere. Unfortunately for them, their fans didn't have to travel. They are waiting. No, they didn't have to travel because now also one home grounds. So for atmosphere, and they were creating a bed. With the Alfie, they are all representing the Milanese clubs. And I will believe they'll be home technically. You have to make use of it. Eventually, it went in favor of the club that is Inter Milan. They propelled and then also called their fans, the one better one more support. And they were there in their numbers. It was a game, and I may anticipate the AC Milan. They would take it to Inter Milan as early as possible. And it was what really transpired as far as the first half of the game was concerned. And the tactics now in room on the 4th minute. And when the Yenya there, Inter Milan will withdraw what they are on the pole. I bet they had already scored 2 beautiful goals in the first leg. During here, there's a when you drop at least we will qualify to the next stage. And when you just play that kind of conservative game, protect the lead and get the qualification. And to say Roma on the 4th minute, it was the time and now Inter AC Milan will create one of the first opportunity as far as the game was concerned. No a set piece, you can count the number of Inter Milan players while we draw that with their penalty area. Every individual from Inter Milan was present behind the ball because no a free kick. Malik Tao coordination, I bet one cross and penalty box or ball short one. And the Matthew Hernandez or attempt a shot on target, unfortunately. Born and Bano the pair. Andrew Nane way. Keep on and walk out then China. Born on Snofa. Bando. It was a fair shot and now club AC Milan Wallman as far as the game was concerned. Eventually, Born went to one contract him. Now, you should have built up to the second chance. Now, AC Milan winning. I'm doing this because they had a lot of glorious opportunities and chances. If they had scored the first goal, even in the first half, and probably you back a different story altogether assistance now. But the number of chances they created, no, they were unable to make use of it. On the 10th minute, 35 seconds. Even at that moment, and so now AC Milan in another chance. And then for that one, there was a tussle in the middle of the park, still in the half of Inter Milan, because no one ball with that kind of conservativeness. Won't pull him. So allow AC the one create a lot of chances against them. Nicolo Barella quite challenging for the ball. I bet if a picture that now on the wide the foam. No. He felt he was fouled, wanting to play on the intelligence of the referee. Referee no allow play on. Henrik Mkhitaryan no dibo name molo kono closer to him Sandro Tonali. I bet in the next image, was Sandro Tonali, no. This hands know them. No, beat that distance. Say close down. Ababe Jibon nephew Henrik Mkhitaryan in same. Emma wa turn the defense into attack. Sandro Tonali na pa Henrik Mkhitaryan whom wa baby dinima. We room inside the penalty box. Or quite with the number of interplayers or one ball shot across the face of goal. One attempt a shot on target because baby and a ball question. Na angle very much acute. It's the only opportunity to wind there on cut ball on the back. Or Katiana, fortunately for him, what about Nanga's any teammate, Nanando Ibrahim Diaz. Ibrahim Bobo Nabet was so feeble to be the goalkeeper in McMahon. Born into Mango to that team. And that chance, and now, in your day, is work rate on the 10th minute. I bet it was more easier to score than to miss. And so the next image, the position of the goalkeeper in Andrea Onana. Virtually an empty net. Brahim Diaz into my mobile one for another one call into the net. And of course the goalkeeper to make a save as far as the game was concerned. At that moment, around the 10th minute, it was the second opportunity. No one should the space or the whole. Brahim Diaz no hit a ball just around the penalty mark. I bet maybe keep an the first ball. No, this side the heading now you free. Oh boy, and then another intelligent had to dive even before shot no back on target. But with this pace, at least Mobon on Costa can on conquer. When to know why, after you the build up to the third chance and no one still less than 40 minutes. It was around the 37th minute. Rafael Yao Korea, one lob of bonif in Ankasana half abba. And Ebenya Mateo de men and no the nature nor they defend. Rafael Yao was attacking with his face, Nenimity, Bonodo. Intino Matthew the man look on on no boom, and Rafael Yao using the strength or the BT of him, and Ojibone the finish him started releasing the pace, no, and was able to run with the ball to enter the penalty box. He had to take Francesco that is a Chebi. Don't be forced and the moment a clear shot on target. Or targeted the last pool. It was the last chance and that club AC Milan won as far as the first half no or your concern. Unfortunately for him, this shot was also unable to go into the back of the net. So Mamo about 4 different instances in the first half before the 40th minute, and now AC Milan will create a lot of chances, knocking on the doors of Inter that at least one more on Kwanan Kubin Konkoto. And if they had gotten one and Kebian Kawai, a different story altogether. And the goalkeeper making answer before the game was the man in Mike Manyan. And I may anticipate that so both will stay into the game as though tomorrow bringing a game. And fortunately for him, he stood up to the task. He saved the day. Eventually, on Arsenal cost one. Even with the number of saves and now only as far as the game was concerned, oh, do baby no. Soon the pepper, but when I'm not emre. Born in any Mukran or Deji, Nensa Kran or Deji, I bet Olukuno Dama Club, AC Milan, but the attackers. They proved that kind of profligacy in front of goal. Went to now one fan to attempt. And therefore, the 72nd minute, now Yenya the Inter Milan was on a goal. Now, bet the road to the goal. It was just a simple build-up. No one anticipated that at this moment to go no Lebano. No, you're throwing, throwing interwall to the AC Milan. A defensive throwing, not an attacking throwing. I bet what two born in the choir. Now Lukaku Africa now to Lautaro Martinez in front of him was Ruben, that is Gosens. And the triangle Ruben Gosens, Lautaro Martinez, and then also Edinje Kuokreti around the defenders of Inter and the AC Milan. Onana, I bet all go to bay. And they did what Real Madrid did in the first leg. What they said, club Manchester City. How they were able to overload one side of the field. Madrid, they overloaded the left side of the field. The same thing in terms of where you road to the second goal. This is throwing an Olibib. Or two born, I bought the interplace ni na Baseha. What overload that side of the field? They say second born bumper. What when you answer on a player, don't unpick that one up. And the that is Lukaku. The pass from Ruben Gosens, but he was marked. Radical Chronic to original Lukaku no the pay. We're closing it down. The moment Lukaku in space in on for on fan turn the defense into attack. And when the coordination understand no bemono. That's 1-2 between Lukaku and then also Lautaro Martinez. And communication I make once on a bed. Say selling Yademoa. A bone there. Romelu Lukaku kicked a ball in the penalty box. No, he was being policed about 3 different players from AC Milan, Radi Kronic, and then also Pierre Kalulu and other defenders. They were very much closer to him. But the ball Lautaro Martinez was on Watson and some telling him that I am here, give me the ball. But the moment of switching off from Pierre Kalulu, at this moment, man, Shobonibi. Check the next player and mark the Massimo Hadi and then call back the next player no be receive a ball, or you're dangerous than the one who has the ball. Minister making it as a player no kita ball, no one young that the next player not the ball or the bomber. And this instance is Lautaro Martinez. Lukaku kita ball place closing it down. Rather connecting people will push Lukaku if you ball. We have to use his strength and then also get the communication of Lautaro Martinez. No, they man no. I bet just one touch play will beat the marking from the player in Pierre Kalulu, Wako to goalkeeper Mark Manyan. I want to expect at least you could have saved them again because they in the first pool one bed. No, you shouldn't be beaten. It's in the first pool one Nurika fought no born for first pool one the goalkeeper said he's tired. He couldn't save this. I mean, look at this blunder. And it's a moment we still the headlines no know why it saves upon saves upon saves. You could have just added this one. But when 2-1 at the end of 90 minutes now, Inter Milan Wallace is 1-0 now what they are qualified. But still in the it's a setup, another Inter setup, no one should underrate the setup. I bet the shape, the materials, and the man who use one, they can cause problems. In the Real Madrid bowl, say Manchester City bowl, I bet it will be a different story altogether. The setup and the shape and how we discipline, the 3 back with the 2 wing backs. With the trio of the midfield and the 2 attackers, no, you can just attempt to laugh it off. You can just attempt to laugh it off. But I am scared. I am scared. No, you see, they can play that game. They don't need the win to qualify. They don't need the win to win another lift the trophy. Ubutu wa body style la and the game na draw. Ya kwa penalty shoot at so nana. Bring your best goalkeeper. This is the league we are talking about. I say
best goalkeeper is
no, I'm not saying he's not the best keeper, but Onana is equally up to the task. So when they do the final, you cannot say it's a fluke. Nisif has propelled them to get to this stage of the competition. So the setup, the defense line, through to the midfield and the attack on Abed, they are very solid and disciplined. The kind of coordination and understanding all winning team, no, a question you should be worried. But if recent matches, I want to be in winning and the last time I used to on Abed, it ended that is 3-0 for AC Milan. And apart from that time, no, all the matches about this year, it's been an Inter Milan win. So adding this one is no problem. Adding this one is no problem at all. And to see the one rival, one calendar year, another season. Obesio baby or Obesio be out to the man that can. And this is exactly what has transpired in the Derby de la Madolina and the Inter will qualify to the final of the UCL for the first time in 13 years. Young congratulate one year how Obesio will perform in the final proper, but I maintain no one should underrate this Inter Milan setup. No one should dare do that. Now to the preview of in the game quickly now.